Hey there! Before we dive in, tell me, where are you from and where are you watching this story? Drop it in the comments. Now, let's get into today's wild story. Story 1. I had an affair with my husband's best friend, woman, 35 years old, maternity leave, pandemic lockdowns, and a remote working husband had turned my life into a boring loop. When I heard there was going to be a school reunion, I felt a spark I hadn't felt in months. "You're getting ready like you've got a secret lover waiting," my husband joked. He had no idea how close to the truth that joke was. Back in school, I had a crush on this boy who sat behind me. I used to try new hairstyles just to impress him. One day, I heard him whisper behind me, "That's the prettiest one so far." My heart flipped. We never actually talked after graduation. Life just happened. At the reunion, half the class showed up. We were sitting far apart, but our eyes met, and it was electric. I just knew something was going to happen, and it did. We started secretly meeting at hourly hotels. He had a wife and 2 kids. I had a husband and a baby. I'd make up lies to leave the house, leaving my son with family. Lying became a full-time job. The affair lasted a few months. I lost over 20 pounds and started loving the way I looked in the mirror again. My husband even complimented me, saying motherhood looked good on me. Funny how he never suspected a thing. The end came unexpectedly. He ended it. His wife was more suspicious than my husband and started asking questions. So he called it off. Later, he did try to reconnect, but by then I was over it. Do I regret it? In some ways, yes. Cheating is cruel, I won't pretend it's not. But part of me feels like it brought something back to life in me. It forced me to see myself, and even my husband, differently. Story 2. I slept with a guy just to get back at my husband. Woman, 29 years old. I was heading out of town on a work trip. But let's be real, it wasn't really about work. I had already decided I was going to cheat on my husband. There were 3 potential guys. One was completely clueless. He didn't even get my signals. The second one just didn't spark anything. The third, he was flirting with another girl, but I wasn't about to let that stop me. I remember thinking, "Step aside, girl. It's time for a real woman to show you how it's done." I massaged his neck in the back of a cab, made eye contact the right way, playful, not intense. And that was it. He forgot all about her. People on the trip whispered behind my back. I could feel it. They knew, but I didn't care. Why did I do it? Revenge. My husband had cheated before. I just wanted to level the playing field. Do I regret it? Not at all. It was fun, and it felt like justice. Story 3. I cheated out of anger, and it broke me. Woman, 26 years old. I got married young. We had only known each other for 6 months. A month after the wedding, I found out I was pregnant. He worked. I stayed home. It was hard. I didn't have friends in the new city and no family nearby to help with the baby. I was exhausted, mentally and physically. Then he started working late. Weekends too. He came home drunk more often. We fought constantly. One morning, after another drunken night, I decided to get even. I met a guy online. The conversation quickly turned intimate. We picked a day. I hired a nanny, spent nearly all the money I'd made from a small freelance gig just to make it happen. That night, I went to his place. We had sex. It was nothing. No passion, no connection. He didn't even offer to drive me home. I walked home alone, crying. My baby was waiting. I felt disgusting. My husband never found out. We divorced later anyway. But the pain I caused myself stayed. I didn't forgive myself for 5 whole years. I thought cheating would make me feel better, but it just broke me more. Story 4. My husband gave me permission to cheat. Woman, 37 years old. After 7 years of marriage, we weren't lovers anymore. We were roommates with kids. Our sex life disappeared. I tried talking to my husband. He shrugged. "Come on, no one has passion after this long. Ask around." I tried everything. Romantic dinners, concerts, even a weekend getaway. Nothing worked. Then one day he said, "If you really need it, go ahead. Just don't ever let me find out." So when my friend invited me to a party and he refused to go, I went alone. There, I met a man, smart, funny, intense. We had chemistry. He was married too, and normally that would be a no for me. But something clicked. We started texting, the kind of texts that make you blush just reading them. Then we started meeting. It turned physical. And for the first time in years, I felt alive. We saw each other in secret for about 6 months. I started working out again. I felt confident. Even my relationship with my husband got better, weirdly enough. But eventually, guilt got to me. I saw a photo of his wife on social media. She looked kind, innocent. That crushed me. So I ended it. We've never spoken since. Story 5, my lover tried to blackmail me. Woman, 25 years old. I've cheated a few times. It always happened in the 2nd or 3rd year of a serious relationship. That's when I'd start feeling trapped, like I was missing out on something better. Once I met a guy at work. He was new, a copywriter. Our first kiss was in the meeting room. I started staying late. We'd meet at his place sometimes, though he still lived with his parents, so that wasn't ideal. When I wanted to end things, he flipped. He started threatening to leak our messages. I felt stuck. My boyfriend, who I lived with, was already suspicious and jealous. One day, my lover and I were hugging in the subway, and we ran into my boyfriend. That night, I moved out. Eventually, the lover became my new boyfriend. Big mistake. He was unstable, controlling, and I ended up cheating on him too, multiple times. Looking back, I realize I was just chasing validation. I had low self-esteem and used flings to feel better, but they always left me emptier than before. Story 6. I slept with my husband's best friend while he was in the next room. Woman, 45 years old. At 30, I was divorced with a child. I met a guy through my neighbor. He was drunk, funny, charming. We exchanged numbers. Soon he started showing up more often, clearly to see me. Eventually, he stayed the night. A couple months later, he moved in. We acted like a real family. My daughter loved him. We took pictures together, had guests over. His best friend, the neighbor who introduced us, would come by a lot. Too much, actually. And one night, when I went to the neighbor's apartment to grab a phone, my partner forgot. We ended up in bed. My partner was downstairs. We had sex. It wasn't just once, it became a pattern. Eventually, the friend confessed everything. My partner moved out. I hoped something real would start with the friend, but it didn't. He told me, if we had met under different circumstances. Now they're still friends, and I'm alone. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe and check out other crazy stories on the channel. There's always more to uncover.